Psalm 1 that we focus upon today is an example of a wisdom psalm. A wisdom psalm because it teaches us, some practical tips on how to live life. So Psalm 1 begins this way. It says, "Blessed is the man who does not walk. Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, who does not stand in the way of sinners, and who does not sit in the company of scorners." So the Psalm 1 begins with the word blessed, and it ends with the word perish. What that means is that Psalm 1 is actually speaking about two kinds of people: those who are blessed and those who are cursed. Our own prayer is that those of us who are blessed in the beginning will not perish in the end. Psalm 1 is actually about blessing and cursing. So blessed is the man who does not stand in the counsel of the wicked, who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked. What does that word blessed mean? Simply, it means happy is the man. Oh, the happiness of the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked. Happiness is different things to different people. There are many people who think that they will be happy if they possess something. If I possess that particular house, I will be happy. If I possess this particular car, I will be happy. If I have such and such amount of money, I will be happy. If I married this person, I will be happy. For those who are currently unhappy with their marriages, they will say that if I did not marry this particular person, I could be happy. Okay, so that's what the world thinks that blessedness means, happiness. But if you want to know the true meaning of blessedness, it is better to go into the scriptures and go to the book of Genesis. When God blessed for the first time, what did it actually mean? In the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 28, that was when God blessed for the first time. He blessed the man and the woman, and he said, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." Fruitfulness and multiplication of what? Of life. So in actual fact, blessedness was about life. Increase and multiplication of life. Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. All the things that God created that we could call property were already there before God created man. And he blessed man rather, showing us that it is not our possessions that constitute our blessings, properly so speaking. Because he had created all the animals, he had created all the beasts of the field, he had created the fish of the sea. All those things that we call property were already created. And when God created man, he still blessed him. So blessing is not basically about what we possess. It is about life. When God blessed Noah in Genesis chapter 9, verse 1, it was the same thing. It was a blessing about life. Be fruitful and multiply. When God blessed Abraham in Genesis chapter 12, verse 2 to 3, it was a blessing about life because God was elongating him. God was saying that your descendants will be as many as the sand on the seashore and as the waves of the sea. It was a blessing of life. When God blessed Ishmael in Genesis chapter 17, verse 20, it was also a blessing of life, increase of life. Rebekah was blessed in Genesis chapter 20, rather in Genesis chapter 24, verse 60. When Rebekah was blessed, she was said to be, she was going to be a mother of thousands and 10,000s. So originally, words tend to get, misinterpreted as time goes on, as centuries come and centuries go. So to reach the original idea behind a word, you need to go to the very beginning. What did God have in mind when he said, "You are blessed, I bless you"? It was about life. So in actual fact, life is a blessing. It does not mean that if you're not able to elongate yourself, if you're not able to have children, you are not blessed. No, it is life that is a blessing. More than the property you have, more than your possessions, it is life that is a blessing. Perhaps it is something that we must rediscover and thank God for. The psalmist in Psalm 1, it tells us also what blessing is. Blessing has to say no. You know that we must always teach our children to say no. And I cannot overemphasize the importance of that, but I cannot go into all that right now. But the psalmist says that blessed is the man who can say what? No. The man who can say no to an evil advice, a bad advice. The man who can say no to a bad action. The man who can say no to a bad association, to bad company. That's what the first line means. Blessed is the man who does not walk